To escape the monster behind her, Lisa had no choice but to crawl awkwardly through a dog door. But the monster was incredibly powerful, and it was only a matter of time before it smashed through the thin wooden door. What made Lisa even more desperate was that there was almost no escape route ahead of her. The space here was extremely strange, with unfinished walls surrounding her on all sides, and below was an abyss with no visible bottom. A wooden plank no wider than 12 inches on the wall was her only foothold, and one end of the plank connected to a suspended staircase, which was perhaps her only way out. Lisa pressed herself against the wall and carefully made her way to the staircase. There were no railings on either side, and one wrong step could send her plummeting into the bottomless abyss. But compared to the terror of the monster, these obstacles were nothing. After 10 minutes of effort, she finally reached the end of the staircase and pushed open a small wooden door in the ceiling. Behind it was a narrow opening. With no time to think, Lisa crawled straight through, and in the final second before the monster broke down the door, she successfully climbed up to the floor above. But she still dared not let her guard down, for the monster's pursuit continued. Looking at the familiar layout of the rooms before her, Lisa felt a spark of hope, as this was the very place she had entered the back rooms, but the result left her in despair. When she tried to escape the furniture store, she found nothing but a thick stone wall outside the door, with no exit to be found anywhere. By this point, the monster had already caught up behind her. Though it did not move quickly, it clung to Lisa like a ghost, giving her no chance to catch her breath. Cornered, Lisa grabbed a nearby tool and smashed off the monster's wooden leg. Taking advantage of the moment it fell, she sprinted forward, only to accidentally knock into an advertisement board on the ground, which hit a switch and triggered the fire extinguishers all around her. In an instant, the entire room filled with thick smoke. Through the haze, Lisa spotted a narrow gap in the wall, which might just be the real exit. Using the cover of the smoke, Lisa rushed into the gap, while the monster, too large to fit through the narrow gap, was left behind. Lisa felt her way deeper along the gap, but as she pressed on, she encountered several mysterious figures in biohazard suits who sprayed a large amount of smoke at her. It turned out they were workers stationed at the exit of the backrooms, whose purpose was to eliminate any monsters that emerged from within. Lisa was eventually rescued safely, though what they did not know was that this was far from the only entrance to the backrooms. This night, a man named Jimmy suddenly discovered a white light appearing on the wall of his basement. Curious, he reached out and touched it, and unexpectedly his whole body passed straight through the thick wall. Before him was an unfamiliar room that had never existed in his home, with various pieces of furniture piled haphazardly in the center. He never expected that his own basement was hiding such a mysterious space.